battles of the Street Hockey National Championships, where it's Raiders versus Warriors and All-Stars facing the Select.
Hello, I'm Mike Miller and welcome to the Granby Halls, Leicester for the Tennents Super National Street Hockey Championships.
An exciting semi-final. I'm Tita Lola Majiduni.
And I'm Roger Ryan, and just in case you're wondering what street hockey is all about, it's just like ice hockey, but played on roller skates. Since it came in off the street, it's become one of Britain's fastest growing sports.
And in this programme, it's the semi-final featuring the Street Raiders and the Pony Street Warriors, the London Central League champions. And there's a chance to see the women in action as the London All-Stars battle it out with the Kent Select. They haven't been playing as long as the men, but the women's teams up and down the country are just as enthusiastic, and there's certainly plenty of action in their game. But let's start with that semi-final between the Raiders and the Warriors. The Street Warriors, along with the Talliker Titans, have dominated street hockey since its rebirth 4 years ago. The Warriors started out skating in London's Battersea Park. Since it was a street game, most of the players picked up street names. But why was Eddie tagged the Axeman?
I don't know. They just call me the Axeman. It's like in a match, like an opponent could be coming in the corner at the same time as me, but it's like I'm leaving the corner, like, you know what I mean, nice and happy and things, but they're leaving with like half a stick or something like that.
While Eddie's out there stopping goals, at the other end, his brother Pro is usually busy popping them in. And as for number 10, Winston Douglas, he's not the captain, but he's the heart and soul of the Warriors and their main inspiration.
The Raiders have never done anything to us, right? But we're going to underestimate them, and that's our biggest problem, is to go out there and show them that this is only another Street Warriors victory. You understand what I'm dealing with? And it's in the mind. It's who wants it the most. Same thing last year. And that trophy's got our name on there, so let's work for it. We ain't going to no one come in bringing it to us. Yeah? If they want it more than us, the game's theirs. Because they're good enough.
Watch out for number 10, by the way.
Yes, he's the Raider to watch out for. Number 10, David Orlebar. He's called Pele for his fancy dribbling and his consistent goal-getting ability. And the task of stopping the Warriors' attack rests with David Miles, the Raiders' goalkeeper. We joined the match in the first half. There's been no score yet. Winston Douglas breaks to the middle. David Miles is quick off his line to sweep the danger away. Miles was cruelly exposed there at the back by his defenders, but he didn't hesitate to go in where it hurts. A good save. Pele, up the right. Feeds Patrick Robinson. Kenneth Ferris tries a shot. It's wide. Ali Brown and Patrick Robinson battle it out. Pele once again. Nothing doing. Face off right-hand side. Inconclusive. Patrick Robinson and Prosper Aduti battle it out. Comes out to Pele. A beautiful pass and a beautiful stick check by Ali Brown. And we have a stoppage. The clock is stopped because of the injury, but Ali Brown seems to be okay. Ali Brown, number 13, jumping over the boards. And we have a penalty, high sticks.
2 minutes.
A 2-minute penalty. This will give the Warriors their first chance to put some sustained pressure on the Street Raiders. Number 11, Tony Bailey, goes off for 2 minutes for high sticks. So the Warriors in black with the man advantage out on the pitch. They should be able to set up some good attacking moves. And a brilliant goal from number 4, Prosper Aduti. Brings it in to the Raiders' half. Keeps it nice and low. David Miles had no chance with that one. Prospero Duty opens the scoring. A power play goal. The Street Warriors had one extra man on the pitch at the time because of the penalty to Bailey. It's the Street Raiders 0, the Street Warriors 1. 15 minutes to go in the first half. JJ down to collect. Plays it down the line to Pro, the goal scorer. Kenneth Ferris plays it in the middle, but it's cut out by JJ. He comes up the right, plays it down the middle. Pele, well cut out by Pro. Winston Douglas down the left-hand side, a nice cross into the middle, cut out by Patrick Robinson. He flips it down the line. Number 11, Tony Bailey. Bailey will want to do something to make up for being in the box while that opening goal was scored. He's on the ball now. Gets past two, can't get past the third. He'd be looking for a penalty there, even though it wasn't. Speedy can't quite win it. Here comes Pele away, over the halfway line. Played back to Patrick Robinson. He just wants too much time to shoot. Can't afford to take that much time. Junior Henry. Henry comes away with it. And a shot from inside the half. On the far side, Junior Fairweather calls for it. Junior Fairweather, a chance for a shot. Well saved by the keeper. A nice effort this all round. Raymond Wilson feeds Junior Fairweather. And goalkeeper David Miles blocks the shot. Patrick Robinson tries to play it down to Jet. 3 seconds left in the first half. Is there time for another shot? No. That's the first half of this semi-final. The Street Raiders 0, the Street Warriors 1. Just that one goal from Prospero Duty on the power play. They had the extra man on the pitch at the time because of the penalty, the high sticking penalty to Tony Bailey. On to the latter part of the second half. Pro has grabbed a second goal for the Warriors playing in black, who now lead the Street Raiders 2-0.
Ev James plays it into the middle. Winston Douglas, though, comes away for the Warriors, flips it through the middle, a chance for Junior Fairweather. He comes away, flips it back, put away by Jet. Nice bit of defensive work. Tony Bailey. Looks like a trip.
Blatant.
And it looks like he's given a major as well, a 5-minute penalty. Glenn Jordan goes into the penalty box. That could be costly, a tripping penalty. So the Warriors score, short-handed, number 7, Junior Fairweather. The ball came to him, he was completely unmarked, sailed in on the keeper. They were short-handed, they had a man in the penalty box, they really shouldn't have had the advantage, but the Raiders were napping once again. And Junior Fairweather makes it 3 to the Raiders, it's 3 to the Warriors. It's the Street Raiders 0, the Street Warriors 3. Street Warriors seemingly cruising their way through to the final. Five and a half minutes for the Raiders to try and get back in this. Their hopes of getting through to the final ticking away. Jet behind his goal. Comes down the right.
I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the match they played before. They had played a match earlier. And the players could be a little tired.
Winston Douglas down the left. Tries to play it into the middle. He does eventually flip it in. Jet manages, not quite, he manages to break up the play. Doesn't come away with the ball. Terence Ferris has that honor. He loses it to Raymond Wilson, though. Wilson Flicks it back and across to number 11. Dr. J, but his shot was wide. Raymond Wilson once again. 1 minute to go. The Street Raiders 0, the Street Warriors 3. The Warriors looking set to go through to this year's final. A nice shot from Raymond Wilson. The love save from David Miles. Patrick Robinson, his shot in, it's deflected. And Raymond Wilson, his chance to run on, passes it up and back. No, the pass from Winston Douglas is off target. Just 2 seconds left. That's it. The Street Warriors are through to the final. Street Raiders 0, Street Warriors 3. The Warriors played in first gear all the time. They never really had to step up. They knew they had the measure of the Raiders. Once they got those few goals in front, well, that was it really, wasn't it?
That's it. I mean, it was easy cruising. I mean, they were just holding them back, going forward, sort of like just playing about with them, I'd say.
Winston Douglas of the Street Warriors. An easy victory, really. You didn't have to slip out of first gear.
I don't know. With playing with a team like the Street Raiders, they make it look a lot easier than it really is playing against them. But out there, it's hard work. And what with the lights, it makes even harder work, you know.
Yeah, you look as though you're sweating quite a bit. Were you ever worried at any point? After all, it was only 1-0 for a long time in the match.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at that sort of score, you know a team like the Raiders, if they get one, it boosts their confidence sort of amazingly. So you got to treat every team as if they're cup final material, and that's the only way you're going to make it to the final.
Still, it was a nice, fairly easy match, no injuries, and you could put out a lot of your second-string players. I know they wouldn't like to be called that, but your top players really weren't out for that much of the game, were they?
Well, what we're doing now through the whole of the tournament is involving the whole team and not just the better-known faces in the Warriors, because I think, as you see in the final, there's going to be a few surprise goal scorers, you know.
And to that final, you're playing the Talacre Titans. How's that going to go?
Well, I think just like the rest of the tournament, it's gradually got a lot harder as we've gone on, and the teams have improved a lot, you know, especially the teams from outside London, what we ain't had a chance to play with. And I think that this game will be one worth watching by a lot of people.
Okay, how about a prediction?
I don't like to predict on these sort of games, but I like to think that the Street Warriors are in form and we're ready to pick up the cup.
But they'll have to beat the defending champions first. That 3-0 victory puts the Warriors into the final, where they face the Talacre Titans. Now on to the women's game, the London All-Stars against the Kent Select. And two of the London side stand out above the rest. First there's Cheryl Toney. She's only 4'6", but boy can she play. And then there's Nika Brooks, the London captain and guiding light, explaining to Titi Lola how she first got into street hockey.
Well, the reason why I started playing, I went to Liverpool about 4 years ago, and there was a few girls that wanted to get a team together, and so I just applied really. You know, a group of girls usually just get together and form a team, and then about 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, we decided to get a league together, which is the London Women's Street Hockey Association.
Playing street hockey?
I think it's good. It's nice to have the women there. The fellas can do it, the women can do it.
The Angels started first of all. We got a bit bored watching the boys play. So I got a few friends together, and that's basically how we started. Then the other two teams joined in after that.
Right, so what age group are we talking about?
When we started, we were 15, 16.
What's that, skating?
Yeah,
We used to skate at roller discos, didn't we? And, you know, we used to, you know, oh, look, she looks good, so we'll have her, you know.
So what do you think about the women playing street hockey?
Women? Oh, all right, you're getting to my subject now. Well, the women, they're pretty good. They're quick. I mean, mind you, it's less violent than the men, but we can handle it.
Okay.
I mean, if you can handle the Titans, you can handle anything, you know?
So you think the women have got some hope in the game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's still to play.
Yeah, it's a shame there wasn't more women teams, like it's not as more as the men thing, but, you know, giving more enthusiasm to get, you know, push into it. But it's, gives the women a good chance. Keeps them fit, keeps them good looking. I'm not worried.
So, Cheryl Toney